Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Thus spoke Zarathustra, or Zarathustra. Anyway, sorry I'm late. Okay, we went on a rare Sunday uh, shopping trip. We've gone to Home Depot um, and our garden center, tortellinis, we call it. Anyway, welcome to Sunday school, a very late Sunday school. It's almost Monday morning. It is for some of you, maybe. Anyway, let's talk about the Sun card and why the Sun card in many tarot decks, including let's see, where is it here? Including the Thoth tarot. I had one around here someplace. It shows twins, two children dancing. Okay, and usually it looks like a little boy and a little girl. It's not always suggested, but one seems sort of different than the other to suggest at least an active or passive element to it there. And on our card here, which if you had the book I subtly was plugging there, you would have the opportunity to take that sort of raw image there and decorate it as you see fit, hopefully with the right colors and things. And you could add your own Richard Strauss background to it. The thing is, why are there twins? Okay, and in Crowley's Rite of Sol, the Rite of the Sun, okay, there's other characters, including three characters that are like ruffians that assassinate the sun god. It's part of the drill. It's not even a misdemeanor in cosmic law, court of law, and it's just parallels exactly the three ruffians of the Masonic assassination of Hiram Abiff's legend. But I digress. One of the ruffians that is responsible for at least setting up the dynamics of the assassination of the sun is Satan Typhon. And there has, if you dig around a little bit in sort of early Christian and Gnostic literature, this idea of Jesus and Satan are brothers. And you might be able to, project that in the Barabbas. Which ones do you want me to kill, Barabbas or Jesus? The idea of the sun god having a twin or a counterpart, and the idea has always been in the back of mystics' minds that the sun has a dark counterpoint in the solar system or in the universe about which we circle each other, like twin suns. Okay, and there's a certain amount of mathematical logic, especially when uh, people weren't really clear on the heliocentricity of our solar system, that it seems like we move in such a way that we are our solar system, uh, centered by our sun, seems to be rotating around another point, besides the big point that's hurling us around the Milky Way. Be that as it may, I'm not a astronomer. I'm just a simple country metaphysician trying to inform myself with the details or the suggestions that we find in myths, and that we always seem to be hardwired by this idea of twins. Okay. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, it's Sunday, number one, and this is Sunday school. But 20 years ago, in July, or probably August, I spoke at the OTO National Convention. It was in Portland. Had a good time. And I wrote up a little thing. I'm not going to read you the whole thing because it's sort of OTO related. And I do the lunchtime thing. I'm comic relief. Send in the clowns. But I wrote this one little section here that I want to share with you. I've shared it with you before, probably at least once over the last 4 years. We've been meeting every morning. And it concerns these two characters right there. Sort of. It concerns why the one sun that we're just so proud of, the oneness of our sun, is represented often as two, as twins. And let's see, am I through? Am I through plugging the book? I guess so. I'll just be subtle. Yeah, I'm going to put the book away now. Oh no, I'll put it over here on this side. It's 2005. And I started off talking about the OTO. The OTO is a thelemic organization. To paraphrase DuQuette, the very term thelemic organization is an oxymoron. A collection of militant individualists all trying like hell to discover their wills. It sounds like a recipe for chaos, and in many instances, it is precisely that. Yet Crowley was inspired by the thought of a new aeon society that could merge the best qualities of complete personal liberation with the necessities of self-imposed spiritual disciplines. Actually, these are the challenges that face each and every Thelemite, whether you think you're in the OTO or you think you're in an organization or not. These are the same challenges that face anyone who would presume to call themselves a Thelemite and to live according to their understanding of Thelema. Being a Thelemite requires each of us to not only survive, but actually thrive within this paradox of liberty and discipline. This balance reflects the active-passive solar formula of the age itself, and that of the two-part crowned and conquering Lord of the Aeon, whom we adore. Now, in the Thoth Tarot, the Sun card, okay, or the Aeon card shows both the god Horus and his twin brother, the quiet one, Harpocrates, or Hurparkrat. Rahur-Kuit and Hurparkrat. Together, the Horus brothers are called Haru-Ra-Ha, and that's why we show Haru-Ra-Ha on that banner there. Haru-Ra-Ha is the unique name. You're not going to find it in Budge or Egyptology books, at least not spelled like this. Haru-Ra-Ha is the unique name for the two opposite and equal forms of the Egyptian god Horus. Hur-Pa-Krat is the passive, innocent god of silence and infinite potential, often portrayed as a baby curled in the fetal position, pressing his thumb or forefinger to his lips. Okay? And sometimes he's like that. He's like that on a lotus flower, and sometimes he's standing up doing this, and he's standing up on a crocodile. It's kind of like the crocodile that appears in some of the Fool cards. Okay? And he's quiet, and he's got that cool haircut. Okay, he's got the Horus lock, and it's sort of a side thing. Okay, and his head's shaved otherwise, but he's got this side thing. Okay, and perfect example of it is Yul Brynner in the Ten Commandments. Okay, he has the Horus lock. Okay. So, okay, that's Hurparkrat is the passive, innocent god of silence and of infinite potential, often portrayed as a baby curled in the fetal position, pressing his thumb or forefinger to his lips. His twin brother, Rahur-Kut, and it's spelled several different ways in the Book of the Law, is the active, violent, hawk-headed avenger of the gods, specifically his father Osiris. He's a badass. He's loud. He's in your face. You don't give him any shit, okay? Just the opposite of his brother. But in a sense, you can't understand one without the contrast of the other, if that makes sense. Combined under one name, Haru-Ra-Ha, they are the alternating current of life itself, the divine expression of passive, active dynamics of spirit. And we all know that spirit is dual in nature. It's active and passive. It pushes and it pulls at the same time. It blows and it sucks at the same time. It's on. Okay. That's the magic of spirit, and that on and offness, that going and coming, sucking and blowing, is the vibration that holds the other elements together to form kumquats and aardvarks and you and me. Okay. As Thelemites, we identify with the sun. But why should the sun, the ultimate symbol of unity and singularity in our solar system, be identified with this double nature? Okay, from time immemorial, the doctrine of twin suns has bubbled secretly in the sanctuaries of the mysteries. Ancient traditions speak of a twin of our sun, a cosmic double about which it and the entire solar system revolve in a dance of hundreds of millions of years. Early Gnostics dubbed Satan the twin of Christ, suggesting a great solar mystery is hidden in that relationship. Just look at the relationship of the characters Sol, or the sun god, and Satan Typhon in Crowley's Rite of Sol. Ever wonder what that's really about? Satan Typhon comes, oh son, we laid together 9 months in our mother's womb. Whatever may have been the original circumstances and motives that created these ancient traditions, modern science affirms that the secret of the life of the sun, our particular sun here, is indeed a perpetual balancing act between two immense forces. The active thermonuclear process that burns the sun's fuel, causing light and energy to radiate from the inside outwards towards space. And the passive, the gravitational presence of the sun's own mass. So it's always at the same time. The former is the active centrifugal force that gives the sun its glowing identity that bestows light and life to the universe. The latter is the centripetal, outside inward force, gravity, that keeps the burning process perpetually contained and stable. These two forces in perfect balance make our Lord the Sun a star in the company of heaven. These two forces in perfect balance help define the sun's will. So too, every man and every woman is a star. And each of us owes our existence and our unique place in the cosmos to our own ability to balance within ourselves the microcosmic reflections of these same titanic forces. Forces we worship in their Egyptian forms as the wild and loud and vengeful active Ra-Hoor-Khut and his calm and silent, peaceful, passive brother Hur-Par-Krat. These two brothers need each other, for without the other's influence, each would self-destruct. I can just imagine what would happen if these guys got into an argument and split up. Ra-Hoor-Khut would storm off screaming, "Fuck you!" while Hur-Par-Krat yells back, "Well." No, he wouldn't yell back. But he'd be thinking, "I got nothing to say to you." In this Aeon of Horus, the secret of success is to balance the two. To know when it's appropriate to put your finger to your lips and keep your mouth shut, and when it's appropriate to gouge that same finger into some idiot's eye and say, "Fuck you." Obviously, until we've achieved full knowledge and conversation of our holy guardian angel, it's impossible for us to know for sure which, if any, course of action or behavior is appropriate at any given moment. But in matters that concern our lives with each other. We needn't flounder one moment in indecision, because we've been given a magical weapon that can instantly vaporize any doubt as to what we must do. It's our prime directive. And it states, there is no law beyond do what thou wilt. So much confusion, so many problems, and so many misunderstandings can be avoided if we simply remember the prime directive. And that's our Sunday sermon for Sunday school. And Constance and I are both very, very late for breakfast. And we'll see you tomorrow for the order of Monday morning. Until then, enjoy your Sunday. Okay. And for many of us in the United States, enjoy your day off tomorrow. And start it off with peeking in at us at the order of Monday morning. Hope to see you then. Until then, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.